Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the Everything and Nothing Show. I am just one of your hostess with the mostest, a man who has forgotten to pick a fun name for you this week, Clayton Kisco. And I'm accompanied, of course, by the rest of the Maelstrom gamers. On this podcast today, we have with us the bad boy himself, Cop Show's #1 and only fan these days, Steve Landis.
The hammer of justice.
Bad boys, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Steve? Next up, we have a man who's too cool to freeze and too hot to melt. A man who's so gosh darn good looking. If you look at him directly, you'll probably go blind. The heartthrob, Marco Avellino.
Also the world traveler, as I spend this evening talking to you guys from Tennessee.
What are you doing up there?
Just doing a family vacation real quick, just for the weekend. Enjoy ourselves.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Right. Make so much money.
You keep moving. You keep moving. I gotta keep moving the...
I'm going to stay kind of like right in this vicinity, I guess.
Just lock
But
up.
then he might move over here.
Yeah. And then I'm
he
like,
might move
like,
over here.
What are you gonna, like, I gotta move your...
Jumping bean, so
Alright.
that happens.
Okay. And last, but certainly not least, a man with the perfect bow, a.k.a. Little Funyuns, a.k.a. Backdoor,
Backdoor.
the wild card, Ian.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Little
I'm pretty
Funyuns?
sure that getting me back for what I did.
No, I don't know. I was gonna
AKA
use it
the
with Rocco,
Seattle
but I had
Slanted
like
Stud.
the moment passed, and I was just like, have you guys watched Aziz Ansari's Netflix show?
Yes. What's it called? Like, I can't remember the name.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
why
we
am I
all watched
blinking
it
on
live.
this?
Getting better or something like that. Something better.
Worst man, or
Oh my gosh! I can't.
I can't. It doesn't even matter because
Yeah,
it's an amazing
I think
show.
it's
But
a-
there is like this moment where he's like talking to his friends about not wanting to be incredibly obsessive and calling this girl that he's interested so much, and his lesbian friend is explaining to him that it is a bad idea to be too excessive because it has happened to her multiple times. And they're like, no. And she's like, look. And so she plays like a voicemail, and it's like this girl, a.k.a. Little Funyuns. She's like, hey, it's Charisse, a.k.a. Little Funyuns, just calling you, want to know what you're doing. Like,
Oh, jeez.
dude, it's hysterical. And so anyway, I really like throwing in Little Funyuns wherever I can because I think that's an awesome nickname.
Just
Little Funyuns.
That's my story. Guys, for you those who don't know or are joining us for the first time, the format of the show is really, really simple. It's a random topic show. Each week, the Maelstrom gamers hop on a Skype, and we each bring a topic, 5 topics total, for our discussion, but more importantly, for your entertainment. And each topic is its own separate video on YouTube Monday through Friday, and on Saturday, all the topics are rolled up into one giant episode for you, for free. All of that's for free on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers channel. If you'd like to get that a week earlier, or the MP3 earlier, or have your topic on our show, you can go to patreon.com/MaelstromGamers, and you can give us as little as $1 every month,
20.
just for a month, and then you can be done with it, or you can allow it to keep going. It's totally up to you. But that little dollar goes a long way for us because it allows us to go and advertise and put the money back into the show.
and
it
pursue our
supports us.
stripping careers.
Yeah, right, and our stripping careers. And then you get something out of it too. Your money's not wasted there. So think about that. But look, if you don't have money, that's okay too. You might be 12 years old and you don't have a job, or you could be 35 and not have a job. It's fine. You might not have money. So there are free ways to support us too. You can go on our Facebook page. You can go at Maelstrom Gamers on our Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and we really want to hear from you. It's been really fun.
Or you can fund our Pokemon habits right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Addictions.
I can't condone
That's
that.
fine.
I can't
Do
condone that.
Please, no, please.
Well,
maybe.
I mean, are we talking like shooting
sugar,
up?
like sugar daddy, sugar mommy, kind of like.
Are you just
you know,
shooting Pokeballs?
Yeah, like
Right
you
up
get
the
a lot
backside
of
and
coins.
just
So you
going-
can get like a lot of like lures and some incense and stuff. And
So you wanted to hail Pokemon coins.
yeah, hell,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Make it
Pokemon.
rain for real.
Make it rain for Pokecoins. Yeah, that sounds like something our audience would definitely be interested in supporting and investing in.
Pokemon addictions.
Yeah, our Pokemon addictions. I gotta get that Pikachu, man.
Yeah, I've gotta get them all.
Yeah, he's been fucking
Hey.
with me.
Hey,
Whatever it takes. Gotta be the
I
best.
hunted down Pikachu yesterday.
Yeah. All right. Good
I
stuff. Did
almost
you get
got in
him?
an accident for Pikachu. No, I'm just kidding.
That would not surprise me, Rocco.
No.
And look, if you guys are liking what you're hearing, you're liking what you're seeing, you might want to check us out showcasing our mediocre gaming skills on youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers channel, where we stream games we're playing live, like League of Legends, like Paragon, like Smite. I think you're starting to see a little theme here. We also do Uncharted 4. There's been Halo in the past. There's been Dark Souls, a bunch of different games. Whatever we're kind of thinking about or playing at the current day time, we'll be streaming it. And yeah, so you might want to join us too if you feel so inclined, because we want to play with you. We don't want you to play with yourself alone. That's a little bit sad. So come play with us. You can check out our handlers in the description below.
Depends on what you're trying to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just remember, when you're watching us or playing with us, we are not the best. We're certainly not the worst, but we are entertaining. That's right, entertaining. And then we lost Steve's face, so that's fine. And that's pretty much it.
My face is the most beautiful part of this.
I don't know. That's debatable.
Yeah, definitely debatable.
So, Steve, why don't you get that loaded up real quick?
Please, Steve. Technical difficulties happening on Steve-O's side, just like always. We got a 10-minute computer boot up. I don't know why he even turns it off. Why
I
he
think
turns
that we
it
should
off.
go into that
speak,
topic.
Yeah, yeah. So speak of that, Rocco, Steve, you know that we love you.
Intervention.
This is a safe place, Steve.
Okay,
But
It's
we
a
need to have
back. What are you guys
discussion.
saying? You guys saying some shit about
It's
me?
innovation.
No,
It's
this
intervention time.
is an intervention. This is not
This
a place.
is an intervention.
We're just
Steven.
gonna berate you and be really loud.
Hey, why do you turn off your computer?
Yeah. What's
It
up
takes
with that?
10 minutes to boot up. Why you
Why
turn
don't you
it
just
off?
leave it on?
I don't know. I should actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it on.
Yeah.
It takes less
Yeah.
power.
It takes-
Interventions are supposed to be more difficult.
They are. Yeah. You're supposed to be more in denial about
Okay,
this.
that
Yeah.
was not as long as
He's
we
like,
thought.
okay.
All right. Let's get on to our first topic.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up to the floor to you guys. Who would like to go first?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Steve-O because let's segue from Pokemon catching
Yeah.
Pikachu's.
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
let's go, Steve-O.
Okay,
like
guys.
drum
I'm gonna
kit.
be talking about Pokemon Go.
Who's not talking about Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Everybody's not talking about.
What about Pokemon Go, Steve?
Yeah.
Just some of the things that I mean, we already talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago on when it first came out. I was just talking about like improvements. What do you guys think they should take it from here? Because I guess I mean you're hearing a bunch of stuff on there like, hey, they're getting hit by cars. There's a bunch of like the tracking system's actually messed up right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things messed up with that game. To
Yeah,
be
yeah.
quite honest.
Okay, like what, Clay? What's
like-
messed up with the game?
There's
name
gyms in
one.
the middle of freeways.
Oh, what?
When?
No.
When I drive on I-5 and go
Yeah.
over the
Why are you
I-90,
playing Pokemon?
there are gyms on the freeway,
Why are you
which I
asking
think
you a
is pretty
question?
bad.
Yeah.
There's gyms. They're like people's houses. They're using they made an old app that helped with their technology has helped Google and Apple Maps. The only problem is their mapping software is very outdated, which to be expected because unless you're Google, who has the money to keep up with the amount of changes that happen throughout every fucking neighborhood in the world, you're gonna run into this problem. They don't have that kind of money, so it's understandable. But it's also kind of a disappointment that they've created a mechanic in which gyms will pop up at major like public locations such as churches. The only problem with that is that when a church gets mowed down and a couple houses go up in its place, those people's houses are now a prime spot for people to linger and meander and try to catch all these goddamn Pokemon. So if you're like having sex or wanting to be alone or just wanting to like get your kids outside and like walk like a comfortable human being, and that you feel you own your own property, you have this problem. And so I think that's something that they could probably improve.
That is a problem. I could see that being a problem.
Well, yeah,
Of
I
course,
mean,
yeah. I mean, no one wants people walking on their property because you don't know what they're doing. They could actually try to be breaking in. You don't know.
Yeah. So it's
And-
at night. It's at. I mean, it might be cute for the first day. Like, oh, look at these idiots. Look at their photo. That's fine. But then when they're there 24/7, because trust me, they're there and they're not leaving. Especially if it's like a hot spot location.
Yeah.
It gets pretty annoying, and that sucks.
That's when you just build a fence and then just start charging people to come on your property.
It would maybe if they could just
You
figure
want to
out
catch
like
that Charizard? $5.
if they
Yeah.
could work something out with Google Maps to somehow like maybe update their technology or whatever, that would be nice. In addition to that, their algorithms for where Pokemon are and why is very off. They alienate people who live in the boonies.
Yeah, I don't
That's
get
very
anything.
true.
Exactly. And so
Like,
you have
I
these
have to
people
go
who
drive
live in the city, and I could literally sit on my couch and catch Pokemon all day, every day, and it don't matter. And I have a
bet you
hotspot
do that.
literally across the street from me, so I could just sit there and go. And that's fine. That's convenient. But
Well, what kind of Pokemon, though, man?
Rattatats.
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Squirtles.
But,
But
it
it
doesn't-
it
but that doesn't
sucks.
matter. You
No,
can
I
still-
got an
you're
Aerodactyl.
still-
I got a
but
Ghastly.
look,
I got
you're
a
still gonna level
Pidgeotto.
up
You got an
way fast.
Aerodactyl.
Yes.
But
Show
you
me.
guys are still going to level
don't
up.
believe it.
Show me.
An Aerodactyl.
Yes.
I've never seen an Aerodactyl yet.
Yeah, it was right
Okay,
outside.
so while
Right
he
over
gets
there.
that up,
Shit,
okay,
oh,
I've
shit.
only played this just a little bit. I mean, I have played it, but from my interactions so far, it seems like even though my phone is active, I have signal and everything like that, it just says no GPS signal found. But I'm looking at my other things and my GPS is working, so it didn't seem like it's coordinating that well. And like, I don't know where my guy will be here, and then boom, I'm at work. It's like I've been at work for 2 hours.
Oh, shit. I have an
Click on it.
Aerodactyl.
I got a Bulbasaur right out my apartment.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
that's
a
normal.
Clefairy. I
Hey,
got
so
a
here's the-
Drowsy. I got a
here's-
Ghastly.
here's the problem
All these
with that.
outside my apartment.
That's what I'm saying.
Those
So
are
here's the
ends.
problem with that. I go outside on my property and I can walk up and down my property and I don't find one Pokemon, right?
Okay.
Or he can find a million of these Pokemon and granted
Well,
they're
he's in the
Rattatas-
city.
Hold on, but granted they're
that's the
Rattatas,
problem.
Pidgeys, and different things like that. He can still use those to level up. So where I was 5 for an entire week and a half, there was people in the game that were 12. And I'm like, how the hell did you get to 12? Dude, I've only seen like 7 Pokemon. This shit's like really fucking rare. Unless I drive into the city and go spend my time there. And then
Which
it's
is
like, that's not-
completely ass backwards because their
Right, but
algorithm
the
is saying
Pokemon to be somewhere where there's not a lot of people, like
Right.
Yeah.
But what they're
go to
doing
rural
is
areas like the
they're
parks.
they're essentially dynamically scaling their population of Pokemon based on cellular activity. Where is cellular activity the hottest? It's hottest in the cities. So city hubs will be scaling their Pokemon, but it scales in such a sense that there's always Pokemon there, which feels really like counterintuitive to like. It doesn't even matter if it doesn't make sense because it's a fucking game about catching fake animals. But the
Yeah.
problem is that people they're burning a large part of their audience who live in the suburbs who do not have large areas of cellular activity and therefore are not participating in what needs to be a very highly social game. Which brings me to my next point, which is an improvement, is social. I cannot add friends nor look at friends' stuff. Like
Right.
the
Well,
simple
that's
case.
what I'm
just-
thinking they could take it next.
yes.
Like add a ranking system. What they're gonna start, like I think they're gonna start doing, adding a ranking system. What else was it? Where was I gonna go with that? Yeah, adding a ranking system and then being able to add friends would be great too.
Yeah.
Like being able to get, like they're talking about like the legendary Pokemon they're holding out maybe for special events for people.
That would be cool.
If you hold a gym for a certain amount of time, or if you get like certain types of gyms and everything like
Do
that.
like
that
a
you can
Halloween
get-
event where like
Yeah.
you get certain Pokemon with
Two
Halloween
things.
masks.
There's
Two
so
things-
much things they can do with this
Actually,
game.
three
Okay,
things I
what's-
want to say real quick. Okay, so
Okay.
obviously they're working on the Pokeball one, right? That glitch where you throw the Pokeball, it's fucking trying to catch, and then all of a sudden it freezes up, and you're like, God damn it, did I catch it?
Oh,
This
yeah,
fun
that
or not?
happened to me.
You
I got
gotta
pissed.
you gotta flip it up, open
They
up the
fixed
thing
that.
back. So they're fixing it, or they fixed it because I still experienced it yesterday. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The other thing is that while I was riding in the car as a passenger, though, I was on the road yesterday coming from Georgia to Tennessee, and I was like, you know what? Perfect thing. I read
Shit.
that if I throw up my incense, if I'm going over 7.5 miles an hour, I can get a Pokemon one every minute. So, like, with all the glitches and all the things going on, I could probably get up to 15 Pokemon. So I was like, this will be awesome. I also put out what was the other thing I put? An egg, so I can get
Lucky
two
egg.
times XP at the same time. Right? So I did this, and then I ran into fucking 30 Pokemon. Every single Pokemon escaped my Pokeball. Is it
What?
because I was driving
Yes.
and we're going at a faster speed?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's absolutely it.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, why wasn't that like mentioned? And like, why can't a passenger or somebody sitting in the back seat be able to play the video game for a now 8-hour trip?
No,
and he wants to hang
well-
out and enjoy himself. So it's like you hit the Pokemon, you get it, and then you know how it used to. It's just like it's there, so that you can keep attempting to do it. Doesn't matter from there about where you had found the Pokemon.
It's
I guess
because
they
I mean
changed
they're
something.
trying to make it. They're trying to make it for like reality. Like you're out of the
Well-
vicinity of the Pokemon.
well,
You can
here's the
exploit it that
issue
way.
with
And to be
that.
honest with you,
Here's
it's
the
not
issue
really
with that,
safe
though.
either.
That's not safe because then that means that somebody's going to try to go back out to that road if they want to go catch that Pokemon they had just saw or something
Well,
like
it's
that.
also unsafe to even just be able to like try to catch Pokemon while going that fast, right? What they have the technology, they have the hooks in place in their coding to say if you go this amount of speed, if you go above the speed, can't do X or this thing disappears. Why don't you just eliminate all hotspots and all like incense access in all gyms when driving at that fast of speed, so that when someone's driving, they don't even feel compelled to try to play this game, which a lot of people are doing.
Yeah, but what about the passengers?
Well,
Like
look,
me,
you
I was
can't
just
do it
passenger
anyway.
driving
The way the
for-
game is like created is you can't get,
Yeah.
you're not. I mean, you can't shoot a deer
If
really.
if it's pushing towards that direction, then they shouldn't even have Pokemon on interstates. Maybe they should eliminate all
Yeah,
that.
right.
Anything
Totally
like you were
agree.
saying.
Totally agree.
Just eliminate all, like, not shut it down at certain speeds, but just say like all interstates and stuff like that. No Pokemon, because we don't want anybody to try to even attempt to go from the rest stop
Right.
out to the interstate to try to catch the Pokemon. And
yeah,
then
don't
be
even go
10 feet
near
away.
anything dangerous
And
like
then get
that.
hit
It's
by
only
some
been out for 3
people.
weeks too, guys. So like they're probably thinking of all the stuff right now.
They're gonna
that they
have
could do.
to.
Yeah.
So
Well,
here's
yeah,
the other
'cause
thing
there's-
too. One last the other thing I want to say, that was the second of the three. The last one is shout out to Joey Salads. Have you guys seen Joey Salads on?
Oh, Salad Fingers, I love that guy.
He does like the social experiments and stuff like that, right?
I know what salad fingers is.
Joey Salads.
bullshit on that.
He does
Yeah,
social he
Joey
does-
Salad. Yeah, we know.
yeah, Joey
social
Salad.
experiments
Joey
on-
Salad.
He does social
No.
experiments on Facebook. Okay, he's been like pretty well known. His stuff goes viral often. He did recently a social experiment with Pokemon Go, right? Because they've been talking about like, oh, people predators on kids and stuff like that. And he showed that it's totally possible. So what he does is he puts out a lure for himself, and it's following him. And he's like sitting there. He's like, "Oh, you guys playing Pokemon Go too?" They're like, "Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon." "Oh, that's so cool. What level are you guys?" "Oh, I'm level 10."
That's
"Oh, I'm
so
level
fucked
12. That's so cool."
up.
"Oh, hold on, my buddy's calling me." Hey, what's up, buddy?" "What? There's a Charizard? Seriously?" "Hey, do you guys know where 3rd and 7th Street is?" "Yeah, it's just right around the corner. You guys want to come with me?" They said there's a Charizard here. Yeah. Well, I got my car. Let's just go do there real quick." All right, fine. "Guys, how old are you?" They're like 14. He goes, "Do you understand what could have just happened right now?" Like, he breaks it down and
Yeah,
explains it
I've
all.
seen him
But
do
these,
this, yeah.
these are like 14-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids, like kids that you expect that would like have some type of understanding that don't go do this, right? 14,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're a freshman in high school kind of deal. Like, they were just like, it was no resistance whatsoever to like, it just, for whatever reason, this Pokemon Go, it's like you're a part of this community, for some reason just like drops the idea of like
Well, they're so excited
that
about
trust.
it. They just,
It builds
yeah.
trust instantly, and like,
Well,
yeah, exactly.
I know. Well, not only that, man, but like, it's all about teaching your kids the right thing too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that one girl that got hit by a car. All right, they post a Pokestop across the highway, right? Now, in your mind, is it the app's fault that they posted it on that
It's definitely
on the other
hers.
side
She
of the
needs to be
highway?
looking-
Like,
Oh yeah, it's
Both
hers
or is
all
it the
day.
kid's fault? Like,
No, it's hers. They don't need to have things in the highway, though, is my point. Like, there's
Okay.
improvements on both sides, but it ultimately comes down to that girl for not looking both ways. She's an idiot.
not
Well,
just
not only that,
looking
but,
both
like,
ways, but
she's
even
crossing
attempting
a
to cross
highway.
a
Yeah,
highway.
like,
Yeah, you don't
Like,
fucking
the
cross the
highway. You don't
yeah.
cross the highway. to
So
go-
I mean, she blames the app and everything. Another thing too, guys, I wanted to actually point out because I've been following it. I follow it all the time. They're actually going to come out with an update. They did stop taking requests for Pokemon stops at stores because the small businesses were all requesting them.
Yeah.
Not only that, because I was thinking, I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, I mean, how's that really going to help small businesses? Because you can just drive by, get the Pokemon stop, and then go. You know what I mean? So what they're doing now is actually they're thinking in one of their updates that are coming up probably in the next month, when all those new lures come out and the new Pokestops come out, it's gonna require you to actually go in the business. That's how small it's gonna be. They're gonna actually require you to go in the business. Now, what do you guys think about that?
I don't know about. So talking
It's-
about this is good because my father-in-law owns Mexican restaurants, and one of his Mexican restaurants has this Pokestop there. Has a rest stop or a lure spot, whatever it's called.
Pokestop.
The gym?
Pokestop. It's a
Okay.
Pokestop. It's not a gym.
Pokestop, yeah.
Now
Okay.
his one of his partners has a gym at his for whatever reason, and so he said there's a lot of people coming over there and taking pictures of his fountain and stuff like that. And that's what he thought. I think he thought they were taking pictures, but really they were just kind of putting the phone up and they were spinning it around and doing their thing. But it was just it didn't really like increase anything of his business though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As it just increased like a bunch of like, like foot traffic. But it was like very purposeful foot traffic. That wasn't like I'm not going to this place to go get any extra food or even attempting to think about food. I'm only coming here specifically to just snag this thing real quick and then get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it wasn't really increasing his business opportunities as you might possibly think that it would. Like,
Now-
more people might actually come in and go get some like chips and stuff like that. But the people that are doing the rest stops, and even I've done it too. You don't stay at those places.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
what he needs
even
to
if you
do.
go inside, I don't think it's gonna. That might change people's.
Well, the
You
thing is, if you request gyms though, because
Gyms people stay there, and yeah.
gyms, people will stay there. You'll
right.
get
And the
people-
thing, yeah, and the thing is actually my best friend Nick, his father-in-law actually is part owner in it's called the Bulo Cafe, and instead of like it's almost like a bar / tiki hut. They serve like natural drinks there, like I think it's like a bula root, and it kind of gives you like a body high instead of kind of like drinking. So everyone's drinking that instead. But that one's a gym, and he says ever since they got like a gym there, like people have been like when I was there, like people they had like a bunch of I don't know, plugs outside, and people were just sitting there just doing the gym the entire time, just drinking the Boolaroo, just live music was going on. Like it was pretty cool atmosphere.
fun.
Now I think
Well,
that probably-
environments like that, places like that, are gonna thrive off of things like a Pokemon gym, right? Like
Yeah.
that will be great. Like a restaurant, even that will do great.
What I was worried is that there's certain
But a
lures
post
or
office
Pokemon that you
Pokemon
can
gym.
only get. Like, if it gets too integrated with, like, that seems really weird. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta go to those McDonald's to get the special Pikachu, or you gotta go to, like... Then I'm
So-
like, dude, get that shit out of my goddamn game. Like, just let
Well,
me fucking go
Think
get
about
my
this.
Pokemon.
What your father-in-law should do is, you know those like little chalk signs and stuff. He should get one of those and
Yeah.
put on there. What's the most rare one? Is it like Mewtwo or
Yeah.
one of the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2 of them caught here.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
And
False
I mean,
advertisement.
fucking
I
who
mean,
cares?
even though it's totally
it'd be hilarious because like that'd be all over the internet.
And then all you have to do is
Be
literally
checking
have
it out,
some
yeah.
specialty drinks that are like, oh, get a Pikachu, and it's like a yellow drink, and
So-
like,
so when-
boom, your fucking business is flying up. He can give me 10% if you'd like for those ideas.
So when you hosted the other week, and Alan
Yeah.
and I went to the cabin, we were playing Pokemon Go, and we have a buddy Jay, and I was we were like looking around and stuff, and I totally like fucked him up. Like I was walking by the fireplace. Oh shit, a Mewtwo! I was like, oh my god! And then he gets up like out of his chair, he's like, what? And, like came over and wanted to look, got really excited. And I was like, nah, I'm just fucking with you. And he was very, very pissed. And I think if people were to ever find out
Yes.
if your father-in-law is doing this, like, and not, like, real, like, it could potentially backfire on him.
Somehow, like.
It
Well,
would.
I mean, that's, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. But
Yes.
it's a way
10%
to
of that
generate.
lawsuit.
So, I mean, you could sit there and maybe not even just say the rarest one. You could just sit there and have a tally of
You
what.
could just say, catch your Pokemon here,
Yeah.
right? That might entice people to come in.
Or you could say, so many Pikachu's caught here, and have
Oh,
it.
right, yeah.
It's a drink, you know, like, yeah, here it is.
What I know people are doing are putting lures on the Pokestops by their place, and that's keeping people there. And so that's
yeah.
something else he can do.
Dude, the video actually I made yesterday, like, because I told you guys what I was gonna try to do, right? I actually recorded my phone, like all the games that were. I had an app that records like the games that I'm playing on my phone, so I was recording that as I had a selfie stick, dude. It was like nerd times 11.
Yeah.
I was going around just filming myself playing the game. I was at the park. I have it all together. I'm putting the video together. It's a Pokemon Go thing.
Awesome.
And I was like, here, let me do an experiment. And I was like, I'm gonna put 2 lures down here. Let's see how many people we can get here, dude. I put 2 lures down. No joke, like the parking lot just filled up. Like after that, it's like so many people. There was like 6 people at the park, and I counted them. When I got there, when I put the 2 lures down, like no joke, it shot up to like 25 or 30 people. Like it was hilarious.
Rocker,
So-
do you play when you and your family are out walking around?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
when we went shopping yesterday, I'm not big on shopping, so I was
Yeah.
just pushing a stroller.
Yeah.
I was playing them.
Sarah's like,
Yeah.
no.
I don't
It's
know,
family
no,
time. Put
no,
that
fuck
away.
Well,
that shit. I ain't doing that shit right now.
I don't
I-
care, man. I
I'll
embrace
push the
it.
fucking thing and I'll just.
Well, you
play.
have older children that can actually participate with you.
Well, he was playing, so he was catching the Pokemon too. With
right, but
No, I
Mihaela
mean,
isn't, right?
I'm not. No,
Huh?
I'm
Mihaela
I'm doing it on my
isn't,
though.
own, man. By myself. They
Well,
can participate and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
My wife
It's like my
absolutely.
internet went out.
Yeah, because I don't, like I said, I don't get on it much, but like when we get into the truck, I hand her my phone, and she's like, no, last night she threw my phone. She's like, I am not doing this for you. I was like, I am so far behind because I don't get on it that often.
Me
I was
neither.
like, just help me out here. And yeah, she refuses. She definitely refuses, and it's so hilarious.
Guys, I got something that we were listening to because my kids are my little guy's 5 years old right now, and he's been getting into Pokemon a lot lately too. So I've been playing the Pokemon Go with him and getting him in the Pokemon show. But me and Steve-O and my brother were like hardcore nerds, and Ian, I can't remember if you participated in this or not, but we had a Pokemon album that I had gotten when I was a kid, and we used to sing the songs like crazy. Like,
oh my god!
On the Road to Viridian City was one of them. And there was another one. We were playing the Pokemon album on the ride up here through to Tennessee. And it was just like bringing these floods of memories back of how nerdy I was. But here's one of the songs, dude. Like one of these Pokemon songs right here.
We got to be careful or we're going to get...
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Like 5 seconds.
I'm going to have to like go to the nice part, the fun part. Hold on.
I think that's crazy that your son is playing Pokemon. And like I remember being like 10 years old. And
well, we
Pokemon
used to
for
play...
the first time.
We used to play with the card game, and I mean, we did it just for a little bit.
Right? Pokemon Go!
Oh,
like, dude, this was like my little kid jam, man. It was like,
how old are you?
I'm on the road to Viridian City.
Oh my god.
I'm on the road.
Is Karina just shaking her head the whole time, or what?
No, she was like, listen, she was like, oh, these are cool. You're like, it's like, what kind of Pokemon are you? Are you through? How'd it go? What kind of Pokemon are you? Are you? I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway,
well, that's a
forget
great
it.
song, Rocco.
Anyways.
All right, I think that's enough Pokemon for
Pokemon. See you later.